That's a pointer. If you need more space, add more space. Don't crowd your space. All right. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. Green Thumb Edition. Yes, I am back, and I am super duper excited because this is the day that I've been awaiting for, looking forward to, and counting down until this day, because this is the day that I get to plant my green leafy fall vegetables. And oh my gosh, if I could just tell you all how excited I am, like, you wouldn't even believe it, because like, realize and recognize that I started this garden, all of this back here, with the idea of this day. Okay, I went through the spring, tried some things, did some things, ate some things, a lot of things died, but at the end of the day, it was all for this moment. And in this moment, I will be planting my kale, my collards, my mustard greens, my broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, eggplants, and things like that will all go within these raised beds and those 5-gallon buckets that you can see back there in the back, which we will get to. Okay, so the first things first is layout, and how you're going to put your things and your vegetables in your raised bed. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and lay out the seed packets in the areas in which those seeds will go and ultimately grow, and then I will come back to you, talk to you about it, then we plant, and then we wait, right? And so make sure you go ahead and subscribe so you can be a part of all of the different growing opportunities and things like that as things go about. And also check out our Green Thumb YouTube channel, because on that channel we will be doing more of a deeper dive into what this gardening thing is, and all of our plants and gardening and house plants and things like that. So make sure you check that out. But in the meantime, let me do what I need to do. Let me do this. We go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have our first bed that we're gonna go ahead and plant in. And in this bed, we will have my collards and kale. And the way you want to plant them is to allow for like 18 to 24 inches in between each plant, so to have the, sufficient room for growth and things like that. But then you also don't want to plant your seeds too deep, so that, as it's trying to grow and sprout up above the ground, is able to do so. So I'm just making sure everything is nice and compact, and there's nothing trying to grow as far as weeds up through the ground. But now that I have that secured and understood, now I just go ahead and put the seed in the ground. So that means because this is like a 4x4, 4 foot by 4 foot raised bed. Therefore, I can get, 1, 2, 3 in each row. And so that is what I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get my seeds out, because of course you want to plant about 2 and 3 seeds per hole, because not every seed germinates. But then you come back and you do your thinning, and you'll decide and pick out which one will ultimately be the champion. We'll call the winner the champion seed. All right, so make a little hole. I'm gonna do it. I'll start here. Boom, shakalaka. About 1, 2. These are very small seeds. So you do about 4, Get the job done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I have way more than necessary. Oh, come about here. Do the same. Put my excess seeds back because, well, I can put them in the the bucket. Well, let me come back to that. I won't get ahead of myself. Here we have our other collard green plant. It will ultimately be the same process. Go ahead, level that out. So ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, that is how I will plant my other seeds. 3 rows, 3, and we'll be good to go. 3 rows, 3 columns, good to go. So I will go ahead and finish out planting the other seeds, and I will show you, and then we will go to the 5-gallon buckets. And of course we have to end off with watering, okay? And then we'll recap it all with the different things that I learned, and we can learn from the process. So let me get to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so with that done, we have seeds in the ground, which I am so excited about. And yeah, man, just take your time. What I learned in the spring gardening was not to like overcrowd your raised beds and your things like that, okay? Give things space because they will grow, and as they grow, they need different roots and things like that to go and get the nutrients to the vegetables in this case. So, you know, space it out. If you need more space, add more space. Don't crowd your space, okay? That's a pointer. If you need more space, add more space. Don't crowd your space. All right, so now we're gonna go to these 5-gallon buckets, in which I've already put the seeds on top of them of what will be in it. I have red cabbage here, regular cabbage there, kale, then I have collards over here, another collard, or excuse me, mustard, collard, kale. Okay, and then I have one more 5-gallon bucket to put here, so I will, you know, choose whatever I choose to put in there and things like that, okay? So let me go ahead and put the seeds in these buckets, which, you know, same day as that, because the idea is to see which one grows faster, which one is best, and or, you know, which one's the champion, right? Is it 5-gallon buckets or is it raised beds, okay? I'm eager to see. I want to see. I'm going to take you on the journey of finding out, and we ultimately will see and know together as we are attached to gardening. Shouts out to all the men and women that are breast cancer survivors, and prayers, special prayers for those family members who have lost anyone to breast cancer. So at the end of the day, I love both of you all. And then for those that are still living, make sure you get yourself checked out. Check yourself. There are many different websites and things that you can check to see how to check yourself. So make sure you're aware, because, you know, awareness is power. Knowledge can be too, but knowledge that is not applied is not power. It's just mental space that's wasted ultimately. So let me do what I need to do so we can see and show and we can water, okay? Then we can be done with this project. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that part is done too, which I left the packets here because I have to take pictures to know what is in it, because I did not bring my labels out. But you know, it's a part of the process. So do make sure you label to know what it is that you are seeing grow up. But yeah, I'll just take pictures until then, come back out with the labels, and then we will be good to grow. You see what I did there? So now I am just going to water the seeds. Make sure it's heavily doused and things like that so that it has what it needs to grow, okay? Soil, water, sun. In that order: soil, water, sun. And then of course fertilizers are enhancers to those things, okay? And I did a video talking about fertilizer and soil, so make sure you check that out, not only for the 5-gallon buckets but also for the raised beds. Your work here is done. Your work here now is to just love on it, to water it, to make sure it gets the proper sun necessary, to thin it, okay? You need to thin things out because you did plant like multiple seeds in one hole. But then from there, just making sure all the weeds stay away and things like that, okay? See it, talk to it, nurture it, love it, and you will be able to eat it and enjoy it, okay? In that order. But nonetheless, I love you all. I thank you all for watching this here video make sure you tune back in so that you can see how this progresses and things like that. And then be sure to check out the Green Thumb YouTube channel that we have as well, to just be a part of all the different Green Thumb type things we do and the Jones family. All right, well, I love you all, beautiful people. Until next time, love yourself, because when you love yourself, it makes it easier for you to love other people, and it makes this world a better place, because I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. Peace.